Hello guys and welcome to part number 6. In previous video already we demonstrate how to configure option B, and we said already the idea in option B that these two SPRs they have MPBGP. Okay, so in option C it will be totally the same, but only thing, the idea of option C, we gonna reduce the load for these two SPRs. So instead to do MPBGP between router 5 and router 6, so now I will create the MPBGP between the RR router, and this is just only for reduce the load from the SPRs. So in that case, what we gonna do, so I will try to make a multi-BGP between router 3 RR and router 7 RR, okay? And to do that, we need to do something called redistribution. So I gonna use the redistribution from the ISIS to BGP and BGP to ISIS, and also here from the OSPF to BGP and BGP to OSPF. So what I did, I remove all previous configurations. So I remove the MPBGP between router 5 and router 6, and also the BGP connection. So let's move directly now to configure it step by step. I'm gonna go directly here. So if we're checking the configuration for router 5, okay, show run section BGP. So as you can see here, I have the only connection BGP to the RR, also the MPBGP to RR. So what we're gonna do right now, I need to configure these two neighborship or BGP neighborship. Okay, router BGP 100, neighbor 18002 in the remote autonomous system 200. Okay, good. So this is what I need right now, and also I need to go to router 6 200. My neighbor is 18001 in the remote autonomous system 100. Okay, let's wait. Yeah, okay, now I have received an update from my neighbor. The BGP is up now. So in that case, we don't need to configure the MPBGP, because as we said in the option C, the MPBGP will be between two RRs. So if we're going to RRs, router 3 here, okay, if we're going here and do show run or show IP route first, show IP route. As you can see here in the route, we don't have any info or any routes about the RR, because, and for your information, the IP of RR is 10777. So if we're looking here to 10777, we cannot see it because it is in another autonomous system. So now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna redistribute the specific loopback, this 10333. I will make it redistribution here, and also from router 7 loopback interface 1077, I'm gonna redistribute it to make these two routers see each other. To do that, I'm going to configure it in SPR router, okay, and then I will go to configure terminal. Then I will create an access list. This access list, I will call it 1, okay, permit, please permit the loopback interface, which is 10333 with 000, okay. Then I create a route map, and let's give this route map as RR, okay, or MPBGP. This is just name, guys. You can do what you want, okay. MPBGP RR underscore RR permit 10, okay. Then I will say please match this IP address in the access list number 1. Okay, good. After that, we're going to router BGP, okay, 100, and I would say please redistribute what, because here we are using ISIS. So I'm gonna use redistribute ISIS with what? With the route map. Please redistribute only the IP 1033, and this 1033 is what's in the route map MPBGP. So please redistribute only this IP. So I am not need to, or I will not need to redistribute whole the network. That I need only one IP address. Okay, good. So redistribution is good here, and also I need to redistribute from BGP to what? To ISIS. So I will say router ISIS, and please redistribute BGP 100. Okay, good. And we gonna do the same for the ISP 200 access list. Okay, 1 permits 10.777.0.0. Okay, and create a route map. Okay, let's give same name. You can use other name, no problem. MPBGP RR. Okay, permit 10 and match IP address in what's IP address in the access list number 1. After that, router BGP 200 neighbor, or sorry, redistribute. Now we don't have ISIS, we have here OSPF. So OSPF 1, okay, with the process ID number 1, and please use the route map, which is MPBGP RR. Okay, good. Now I need to clear BGP process soft, okay, to see result. Let's now check router 3 if can receive this IP address or not. Or before do that, we forget one step. Okay, we did only redistribution from what? From BGP part. So we need also in the OSPF redistribute BGP 200. Okay, now is correct. Soft. Okay. Now let's check router 3 if can see router 1077. Okay. Show IP route. Okay. As you can see here, I have received 1077. Okay, that's good. And also let's check in the router 7 if I can see 10333. Show IP route. Yes, that's great. I can see 10333. So now I can what? I can make what? I can make the BGP reachability or BGP neighborship plus what? Plus VPN v4 or the MP BGP between these two routers. Okay, that's great. Let's access directly to router 7. Okay, BGP 200. So now I'm gonna configure the BGP here with this router. Okay, the neighbor, my neighbor is 10333 in the remote autonomous system 100. Okay, good. And here I'm gonna use update source loopback 0. Okay, and here this is very important. We need to add the eBGP multi-hop. Okay, eBGP multi-hop because yeah. So here we have a multi-hop to reach this router. Okay, good. In the same time, I need to access to address family VPN v4 to configure MPBGP, and I will say neighbor 10333 activate. Okay, good. And now what we gonna do? Going to do the same with router 3, router BGP 100. Okay, neighbor 1077. Okay, remote autonomous system 200, and please use update source loopback 0, and don't forget to do eBGP multi-hop. Good. Now address family VPN v4 for MPBGP, neighbor 1077. Okay, activate. As you can see here, I have received a BGP update, so now is good. That's great. Now I can see what? I can see the reachability, show IP BGP summary. As you can see here, I have my neighbor 1077. So now I have right now MPBGP between this router and this router. Okay, that's good. So now let's check router 2. Okay, if can received anything, show IPBGP all. That's great. So here in the router 2 can see 10.0.0, which is this one, and 10.1.1, this one, and this customer 10.11.11 in other ISP, this one, okay, with network this one 24/30 also. So also let's check router 4 to check the customer DEF, okay, show IPBGP all. So here I can see 201, which is the route distinguisher for VRF DEF. I can see 10.10.10, this router, okay, DEF 10.10.10, and 10.12.12.12, this one. Okay, good. Let's go to the customer and see the router 1. So I'm gonna generate a ping from this customer to this customer. Okay, good. Let's check routing first. Show IP route. Yes, I can see 10.11.11.11. Let's try to ping to 10.11.11.11. Source 10.1.1.1. Okay. Yes, so the ping is not working. It's not working. Let's try one again. 10.1.1.1. Okay. Let's do a trace. Trace 10.11.11.11. Source 10.1.1.1. Numeric. Okay, 10.02. Yeah. Okay. So now there is an issue. It may be this issue, it's happened because the MPLS between these two, because here we are creating the MPBGP, okay, and this MPBGP, it should be go via what? Via the labels, okay, because MPBGP, when we set the MPBGP, so I will generate a label, okay. So to do that, if we're going to router 5 and do show run section BGP, so here you have to configure router BGP here in router 5, and you will say neighbor, my neighbor here, to 18.0.0.2, okay, send label, this command. Okay, good. And also I need to go to the other one and do the same. Conf router BGP 200, and with the neighbor 18.0.0.1, send a label, please. Okay, good. Now is good. So now, as you can see, automatically the MPLS BGP forwarding is enabled and under this interface, okay. So show run interface 00. So MPLS BGP forwarding automatically is enabled, and also for router 5 under the interface Ethernet 02. Okay, good. Now let's try to generate again. So now let's try from this customer 12. Okay. So let's ping to 10, 10, 10, 10, source 10, 12, 12, 12. So this customer, I need to reach this customer if I can ping or not. Yes, now it ping is success. Now if we doing a trace route 10, 10, 10, 10, source 10, 12, 12, 12, and numeric, as you can see here, the trace. So here we don't have MPLS. Then after that is going via 15.02 via MPLS, then going to 18 via MPLS, and going to the 19 via MPLS and to 25 via MPLS, then reach what? Reach here without MPLS. So it means what? It means we are so the option C also is the best. It seems like the option B, but only difference. So we moved MPBGP from router 5, router 6 to what? We move it to router 6 to router 7. Okay, and let's do one try again from that side. As you can see here, the ping now, or the trace, is working from the 10, without what? Without MPLS, then access MPLS, from the 18, this link using the MPLS, after that 19 MPLS, and here MPLS, without MPLS here in the last one. So this is all about option C. I hope everything is clear. Thank you so much for watching this section. If you have any comments, please keep it in the comment. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.